It had been over a year and a half since myself and Jake Taylor had visited Linear, which was a massive surprise to both of us, to be honest, as we both grew up fishing the lakes and catching the fish that reside in their waters. But with our buckets loaded with bait, it was time to return, and even the early morning start couldn't dampen our moods.
So this is our first stop. We are at Liddell and Witney, which is literally only 5 minutes away from Linear. We are fully loaded for the weekend on food. The weather could not be any better, could it, Ollie, to be fair?
No, it is perfect, mate.
Absolutely bang on. Lovely moon phase. And yeah, if we can catch a couple of 30s this session, I'm sure we'll be over the moon. But yeah, it's time to do rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to decide what swim they're going in. So we'll get to the lake, have a look, do that, and then yeah, hopefully get the rods out and catch a few fish!
After a quick drive to the lake and unloading all of our kit, it was time to decide what side of the swim we'll be fishing.
A bit rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, why not?
Best of 1 or 3?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we doing it on the 4th one? So rock, paper, scissors, then go?
Yeah.
Alright, so.
You ready?
Yes, here we go then.
Do you know what side you want?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, look at it, the people.
And the fish that have jumped?
Yeah. There is obviously a favoured
side,
but I don't know.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Oh, draw.
Ready?
Ready?
Rock, paper.
Oh, yeah, boy! This is the decider. I'd almost swore then. Come on, Otto.
Ready?
Yep. Oh.
Wait, I'm shutting my eyes. I'm too nervous for this. I might go home if I lose.
No, we can. Ready?
You're driving me home. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, shabba. I'll take the right side, please, people. Boom. There we go then. You have, what, mate? The amount of people that are catching fish, we're in a good area. Like, I'm not being funny.
Because I'm younger, will you give me the right hand side?
Negative, that's not how it works, unfortunately.
Okay.
I know Mike Colley would have probably said, yes, Otto, you can do whatever you want.
With the size of the swim decided, we both opted to fish solid bags over our spot. A tactic that we both had so much confidence in over the years, and one that never lets you down. The point of this session for me and Jake was to show that anyone can do the same. Anyone can use the bait that we're using. You don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money on worms and still catch fish.
Well, it's not took long, mate, has it?
No, it's probably taken, what, 5 minutes after putting bait out, if that?
Yeah, so what did we do? We decided we're going to put 15 spawns out before we got our rods out, then got our rods out, another 15, and we've literally just done a piece to camera, and then it's literally just rattled off.
Well, Jake's fish is weeding them up big time, so I've whipped his other rod in that it wiped out. I'm quickly going to help him out, wrap it up, and hopefully in the meantime Jake can get that one in. Double take?
I've heard it.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it is seriously weedy out there. I'm fishing braid and a 40-pound snag leader. I've lost one fish in the weed, just would not budge. And yeah, zebra's cut me off. I managed to land this upper 20, just over 28 pound. Otto's unfortunately lost one as well. It's been a mad half an hour considering we only got the rods out at 2 o'clock. So we'll get this one back and hopefully have a load more.
Well, I felt something was wrong, and I whipped all the rods back in, retied some solid bags, 3 more spawns back out on the spot, and I turned my back on the rods and it went straight away. So I'll shut up and try and see where this one's going, but it's coming in pretty straight, so not too bad. In the meantime, Jake, you better get some more bait.
Yeah, I know, mate, I need to get cracking.
Absolute carnage straight away.
good fun here, isn't it?
Good fun, eh? Well, look at that little football. Absolute carnage in the swim. I did a little bit of a change earlier on. Solid bags didn't really go out that well the first few chucks, so reeled them back in after I got my bait out, tied them all up again and got them bang on the spot, and within 5 minutes I've had 2 fish and one of them is fairly big, so we'll get this one back, have a look at the other. Well, there you go, 38 pound 2, only the second fish we've had, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last. Jake has unfortunately lost a couple of fish now, and this one's still very angry, but like I said, for the second one we've had, god am I happy. What a crazy few weeks angling I've had, absolutely mad. Right, bait back out on the spots, rigs back out, and quickly a couple photos of this before we slip it back.
With 5 more spawns each back out on the spots, our rods were off again, both of us landing another 2 fish. These carp ended up being some of the smallest ones we had all session, Jake landing this one and myself this really nice half limb. But the next bite to fall to my rods felt a lot bigger.
Don't feel bad.
No?
No.
Good lad.
Good lad. There you go, second 38 pounder of the day. Pretty angry, and what a beautiful fish it is. Really, really over the moon with this. It went quiet for a few minutes, a couple of spods back out on the spot like I said, and yeah, this 38 pounder, which is hurting my back, so a couple of pics of this one, get it back, and Jake, I think you're on the food tonight.
Oh yes, burgers, bacon, cheese. Get up there.
Get up there, boy.
Well, there was no time for the burgers to be put on, because as soon as Jake got his rod out, the heavens opened and he was in yet again.
And Jake's middle rod has burst into life, but yeah, unlike me, you might be able to see just the left hand corner. I've got no rods out.
It's been absolutely chaos, hasn't
It has been chaos.
After a crazy battle, Jake's fish ended up being a low mid-20. With the rain subsiding, I managed to get a single rod out on the spot, and it was away again.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I ended up quickly slipping back that fish due to the fact we were running really low on fuel and had to get some food inside of us. Unfortunately, Jake had other ideas.
Well, the burgers are just on, and Jake is in. Absolute ripper. Middle rod. Don't look bad, mate.
Oh yes. It's quite wide, that one, look.
Onto the wide, boys.
Hopefully that will be...
Let's have a look. Is that your first 30?
Well, I don't know.
Big old back to him, mind.
It's not the best looking fish, but
He's not the best looking
you've had
looking
two
fisherman.
30s. I would love a 30 because that's what it's come for. But you've smashed out the park much, so let's get this weighed.
Let's get it weighed and then eat the other burger.
Yeah.
Or should we eat the bugger? Should we eat the other burger first?
Well, you know, we can't even speak. But
Oh, dear.
yeah, let's get this weighed, photos.
I might get my.
and get the rod back out.
I need to get my rod out as well.
You definitely need to chill out, mate.
Yeah. Should we get some bait out? Look at him.
It's so hard. So hard to hold.
So old hard.
Well, we came for a 30. Otto's had 2 38s, and I'm in the 30 club with this 31.5 pound mirror. Not the best looking fish, but so awkward to hold. It's been wriggling like mad, but yeah, we'll get this back and hopefully we'll just keep catching fish.
That's the idea, mate.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Well, you joined me this morning, and you can probably tell I look pretty tired because, yeah, I didn't sleep too well last night. And it is freezing this morning, got the old hood up, and yeah, the mist is just rising off the lake at the moment as we speak. And yeah, not really much to report after Jake's 30 pounder.
kind of shut up shop, but as expected really. Linear's not really known for its night bites, or when we've been on here, it just always shuts up shop. So yeah, after the carnage of yesterday, no more to report during the night, but I'm sure a little recast, a few more bags out there, and a lot of bait gonna go out onto the spots, and hopefully we should be in for another action-packed day.
Well, I've got to apologise about this next segment, as some absolute idiot didn't remember to plug the microphone in. So instead of hearing Jake's lovely voice, you're hearing mine instead. The mix that we were using on this session consisted of loads of different bits and pieces. First to go in was about 2 kilos of chopped boilie, followed with 4 tins of sweet corn. Next to go in, and we really did believe this was a massive edge on our session, was loads of pellets. We were using the whole range of the Baitworks pellets, consisting of the Royal Marine ones, Cremino, bit of the Monster Red, and also the Atlantic Heat, sprinkling a few edge pellets in there as well. After a good few scoops of pellet, it was time to give it a good mix up. Next up were the liquids. If you speak to me and Jake, we are a massive fan of heavily dosing every spod mix in liquids. First up, the Atlantic Heat fish oil, followed by the Edge liquid. Next up, a good dose of liquid fish, some crustacean compound, and some sea stim to finish it off. Next up, we were adding half a kilo bag of the Crumb Tigers, and once again giving all of that a really good mix up. These Crumb Tigers help the liquids to bind to the bait and take them down to the spot. And then Jake handed over to me to talk through the particle. This was to mainly bulk out the mix, but also carp absolutely love all these particles that we're going to put in. So we started with hemp. Lots of scoops of hemp in there to get the carp grubbing around. Next, we added a couple of scoops of maize. I absolutely love tigers in my fishing and use them wherever I go. So we were adding a fair few tigers into each bucket. And that was the mix complete. Obviously giving it another good old mix about to allow for the liquids to cover all of the baits. We'd then leave the bucket for about 20 minutes to half an hour before getting the bait out there, just so the liquids had time to soak right into the baits, allowing for maximum attraction when out in the pond.
Well, as you can see, after the quiet night, literally just got 3 new rods out. New bags. Only took about 20 minutes. Well, there you go. Bit of early morning carnage. Jake has, he's got off the mark this morning as well, just after my left-hand rod pulled up.
I think it's going to be another carnage day. So we'll get these lovely pair of fish back and continue hopefully another manic day like yesterday. We're a lot more prepared today though, so it could even be more fish than yesterday. So
let's hope so.
Yeah, 15 takes yesterday between, well, maybe 4 hours if that. And yeah, so you know, it's only 7 o'clock this morning and we've already got a pair of fish, so I think it's going to be a mad day.
Kiss goodbye.
Oh.
With the fish back, it was time to get the rods back out there, and they weren't out there long until the rods were off it again.
Just shy of £30 this one. The action is coming thick and fast this morning. We are going to try and have sausage and bacon sandwiches now. Get this fish back, and we'll have a look at Otto's fish and just continue, hopefully catching plenty of fish today. But obviously we need breaks in between to eat food. But yeah, we'll get this one back, and yeah, we'll show you Otto's fish.
Well, there you go, another 30 for the trip. It's a bit angry, but like I said, £32.4, and they're definitely on the spot. I've only got one rod left, so a bit more bait out there. And Jake, I think we need to get a bit of breakfast on, because
Yeah man, I'm starving.
Anyway, last look at that. Let's get it back. Well, there you go, another 30 pounder. Very angry, but as Jake said, this was the fish that was in the net when he had his fish. And also Jake said we should get a bit of food on, and yesterday we didn't really eat much, and by the end of the day we were absolutely knackered and couldn't really be asked to get the rods out. But yeah, this time we are going to eat something. I know we keep saying it, but we are, and if that means reeling the rods in, it does, because it means we'll fish more effectively later on. Let's get this one back. Said we need to get a bit of food on, and we said it a few times now, and unfortunately, or not unfortunately, very lucky. Oh, wait, let's start that again, so we get the fish facing the right way. I'm in. Jesus. Well, as Jake is just cooking behind you, I was supposed to be on breakfast duties this morning, but I've got a fish in the net that I'm literally about to slip back, and this rod is gone. Absolute carnage. But it's looking good what Jake's cooking up. A few sausages, a bit of bacon. Should fuel us for the day. And then, yeah, we'll get back to it. For now, let's try and get this one in.
Well, we finally sat down to have something to eat. Sausage and bacon rolls, and to be honest, after eating this, Otto's only got one rod out, I've got 2 rods out. We're just going to chill out for probably an extra half an hour and then go again, because as much as it's really fun, you need to, our backs are in half from spodding, man. The good thing is we're working as a team as well, so
yeah,
when someone's fishing or
when
got a fish on.
Yeah, when I've got a fish on, Jake has been spomming out for me.
Vice versa.
Well,
oh yeah, you haven't actually.
I actually haven't spommed for you.
If I wouldn't have took a break, we wouldn't be eating now. But we've come here to do a film. The film's pretty much wrapped up in some aspects, but
well, fishing wise it is.
yeah,
Content.
yeah.
Should we get in the same bed chair?
No.
Why did you get all shy on camera? You said about 10 minutes ago you wanted.
Well, because to be honest, mate, being truthfully honest with you, you're not really my type.
I'm not your type.
No.
Oh.
You're too small.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'm not that small. I'm quite small.
Oh, Otto, you were showing me photos yesterday of you and your rugby team, and let's be honest, it was like you were the 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, but I'm a number 9, so.
Yeah, it's fair enough, but because some of your mates are bloody massive.
I'm into gingers.
It would make sense though for you to be a number 9.
What else could I could be a winger?
No, you're too mouthy. Number 9 suits you perfectly.
Thank you.
And then you've got the pack around you to stop you from getting filled in. Fishing the same as I was yesterday. I just think I need to ring a few changes. So what I'm going to do is put out a nice helicopter rig, 45-pound lead core, down to about 6-7 inches of a nice fluorocarbon hook link, down to a size 6 hook with a little wafter, and hopefully fishing this I'll be able to just hopefully nick a quick bite. That's the plan anyway. You've got to try these things when things are going quiet, and you know Otto's having quite a few fish today. I can't just sit here and just think, oh yeah, they'll go. That's not in me. So yeah, I'll give this rig a whirl, and hopefully the next time you see me will be with a carp in my hands. That did not take long, honestly. Probably 10 minutes. Chucked it out, did my Otto.
Yeah.
About 5 spoms over the top of it, and it's rattled off. So
the same rig you talk through as well.
Absolutely, mate, that's what I mean. Didn't take long, that little change. Like I said, I couldn't sit there any longer and watch Otto keep catching. There was obviously a reason why. So yeah, we'll get this in, hopefully. Change another rod to it and see if we can turn the, well, anyway, my side of the swim around.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, how about that for timing? This upper 30's literally just come after we spoke about what rigs we're using, bait, and how we're applying it. And yeah, this session is turning into a session of a lifetime, I think, Otto.
Yeah,
what
really
are you
is.
saying, mate?
Really is. That's a beautiful fish as well. Really long one.
Thank you very much, mate. We'll get this one back, and hopefully the carnage continues.
Continues. Deserve that one.
Thank you very much.
I think that's a bite, mate.
Well, what can I say? Since ringing the changes about an hour ago, it is absolutely kicked off. I've had 4 fish within the hour. Well, this will be number 4. 2 takes while spotting, which Otto's had to kindly reel the spom in for me whilst I've had to pick the rod up, try and concentrate getting this fish in and keep on hauling.
And we did just that. The afternoon panned out to be an absolute crazy couple of hours with loads of fish that we were slipping back left, right and centre just to make sure we had enough nets free for when the rods went again. Getting some more bait out there after every fish made sure they never were too far away.
Well, there you go. It's coming into evening now and the fish are still coming. Jake's just had a couple more as well. Went quite my side of the swim, but a few more spawns of bait out there. It sure did turn up, but tonight I'm sure it will switch off again, so we'll have the time to tie up everything for the morning and start early again tomorrow. Really nice though, this last fish. Hopefully there's a few more tonight, but like I said, we'll see. Do you see anything else?
Nope, maybe talk about we're gonna eat some food. I don't know.
We've said that so much.
Yeah, sound, that's fine. You finished off.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you. Should we do some photos?
Yes, please.
Evening time came round and it was fair to say both myself and Jake were absolutely knackered, really looking forward to a good night's sleep. So we got our head down early, ready for the early morning feeding spell again. Morning came round and with it, it brought an absolute onslaught of carp. Once again, it was early morning and I forgot to plug in the microphone, so I do apologise here. But here was just me explaining that I've got 3 fish in the nets, 1 rod out, left on the spot, and it was time for me to get all these fish photographed or put back and get the rods back out there, hoping to make the most of this crazy feeding spell.
Well, there you go. Like usual, got the rods back out on the spots this morning and I've had 4 runs in no longer than 20 minutes. It has been absolutely carnage. Got no more rods in the water and yeah, this fishing is absolutely ridiculous. So more bait out there, more solid bags over the top and more absolutely stunning carp like this. For a day to get fish to look as beautiful as this is pretty cool. Beautiful like starburst scales down by its tail. Yeah, not too bad. Let's get him back. I managed the first common of the day.
Trip.
This old thing. I'm putting that back and Jake's got a very, very big mirror in the net.
And you might have a take?
And I might have a take.
Look at this to end the moist session. £38, I'll praise those 2, chunky mirror. I'm going home today. Otto's probably going to stay till he drops, which will probably be another couple of nights. But yeah, Otto's having a few fish this morning. He seems to be getting the smaller ones. I'm packing down. Get back home to see Alice and young Archie.
Well, Jake has vacated the swim and he's left me all here alone. It's been absolutely hectic. I think we've had about 50 runs between us with about 10 30s in there as well, and good 30s as well. for both of us. So I'm going to stay on another night, hopefully pick off a couple more fish, but if not, we've had an absolute blast. We've had a good laugh as well, but like I said, Jake has gone home and I really need a sleep. I have got the rods out, just flicked them back out there, didn't really fish midday today. This morning was absolute carnage once again, and I'm sure the fishing will pick up in an hour or two. For now though, I think I'll get my head down and get a bit of food inside me, because I am absolutely knackered.
Because of this, I didn't really film much, but the next day was carnage once again. It really was turning into a session of a lifetime, and one that I would never forget. Pressing that repeat button, getting more bait out on the spots, kept bringing the carp.
It has been an absolute gruelling session, but a session of a lifetime. We've had well over 60 bites between us, and I can't even believe I'm saying that. There you go, literally just packing up, and I've had 3 fish, all the rods have gone, and brings me to 39 fish for the session, and the rods aren't going back out. So what a trip it's been. What a trip it's been. Absolutely buzzing. Let's get them back.